I remember an incident that happened with me very early on during my stint of work in England. Now, I did not know much about the etiquette and rules about the country when I went there, except for some theoretical knowledge. So there was this day when I was walking down the street and I was going to my office from my home, and I saw from the opposite side there was this lady walking her dog. And as we approached each other, we made eye contact. The moment we made eye contact, she gave me a smile. Now, as an Indian, I've never had that experience in my own country in India, because we are taught not to smile at strangers. And here there was a stranger smiling at me. I was not sure what it would mean, so I just walked on, but I was quite happy. Because in India, if a girl, an unknown girl on the street smiles at you, we would say in Hindi it means hasi to pasi, which means she is interested in the guy. With that thought in mind, I went to work, and I was so happy thinking about it that I could not really work very well. On the next day, I left home at the same time to ensure that I can meet that lady again. And luckily she was disciplined and she was again walking her dog. We again met. What I mean is, we were about to cross each other, we made eye contact, and she smiled again. And this time, I gave my best smile back. When I reached office that day, I was so elated, so happy, that my colleagues could understand that, well, something not right about him. So they asked me, "What makes you so happy, so elated?" And I narrated the incidents to them, what happened the day before and what happened on that day. It was now their turn to laugh, and they were laughing out so loud that I was worried. I said, "Hey, what happened? Why are you laughing?" And then one of my colleagues explained. He said that in England, if you're walking down the street and you make eye contact with a person who is unknown to you, it is good etiquette to smile. And my heart broke into millions of pieces that day. But I learned something very important. I learned that it's important to understand the etiquette, the rules, the culture about a country, and never make assumptions. But here's how the story ends for me. After working in the UK, I came back to India. And in India, I carried on with the habit I picked up in England. I picked up the habit of smiling at strangers. So when I was back in India, and I was walking down the street, and there was this lady walking from the other side, we made eye contact, and I smiled. It wasn't a very pleasant experience, because I saw an expression on her face which was that of, "Hey, you don't know me, why are you smiling at me?" And she gave that look which I cannot forget. But she reminded me I was back in India. So we need to adapt to the cultures of different countries. We need to adapt to the environments and also the etiquette, the rules that we would find there. I hope this helps you, and the next time you are visiting a different country, please ensure that you learn enough so that you can manage such situations and not get into any kind of misunderstandings.